Right then guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the new Gskill Sniper memory, and it's 1600 megahertz, 2 times 4 GB thick, so a total of 8 GB, and it's 99924. Now all those kind of like settings and like the speed and all that kind of stuff, it's just kind of, apart from the 8 GB bit, it's a bit kind of mediocre really. But its kind of crowning glory and its kind of ace card is the fact that it does all that at only 1.25 volts. So it's a bit mad. Now what I'm going to do is explain right from the very start. This is just a kind of a backup video for the main review on Overclocked 3D, and you can click the link underneath and go to the main video. I just wanted to cover a few bits and bobs on here so I can kind of explain it a little bit better, but if you want to go and see all the stats and the benchmarks and everything like that, then go and take a look on Overclocked 3D. But for now, we're going to bring you in, give you a close look. I'm also going to show you it in a motherboard, and then right at the very end we'll get back to me with my ugly mug. But it's going to be a short video. It's got, yeah, a TTL short video. What? Anyway, let's bring in and give you a good look at the rig, at the RAM and the rig and everything. So yeah, let's go. Right then guys and girlies, just have a quick look at the packaging. Do you know what I mean? It's just a normal kind of blister pack. It's what you'd expect. Pop it open. What I normally do with the RAM is push them from the front to get them out. Anyway, if we have a good look, I'll tilt the camera so I can see what you can see. There we go. You can see that there's kind of like a gun barrel design here, and the sniper name comes because if you have a look, they've got these little fins that poke out here, which are obviously meant to be like the sights. You're looking down the sights of the gun. Now I can imagine these, they don't come in a triple kit at the moment. They would have looked quite good in the Gigabyte Assassin, but I don't know why, but there's something about the P67 Sabertooth that I think these would probably look really nice in as well. And also the black Gigabyte boards, because obviously we've got the black PCB and everything as well. The sticker's not really too intrusive. It's quite a plain design really. I know I've said it before, but the sticker basically just says that it's the F3 12800 CL9D 8GB SR2, and basically all that is it's 2800 kit, so 1600 megahertz, CL9 because it's Cas9, and then 8GB, and then 2 because it's dual. Now that's not the official way to break down the code, but anyway, they're obviously 99924 at 1.25 volts, which I've already said, but it's a kind of very minimal neutral design, but still got that funky kind of gamer edge. Anyway, what we're going to do now is show you these in a motherboard. Right then my lovelies, this is a Gigabyte UD4 P67 board. So it's one of their black PCB boards, but what I wanted to show you was the fact that the sniper fits in perfectly underneath the D14. You won't get any troubles. It is a bit tight to try and get the RAM out with the heatsink on. It can be done, but it is tight. But as you can see, there's a good finger's worth gap between the top of the heatsink and the RAM, and you can also get the fan on without it sticking up too much on the top. So it all fits rather lovely, but also because of the black design, it's all very neutral. I think it fits in with the black board really well. But yes, I just wanted to show you what it looked like with the heatsink on, and like I said, also to show you the compatibility with the D14. Right then, so you've seen the RAM. Like I said, it's going to be a quick video because I just want to skim across some of the settings, skim across some of the details for you. And then we've shown you kind of the compatibility with the NHD14 and stuff like that. But Out the box, 1.25 volts, 99924. For all of those of you out there thinking about buying this and just going to fit it and kind of forget it, remember that you may need to go in and manually set the RAM voltage because it may overvolt it. It's also a good idea just to go in there and just go into your BIOS, make sure it's set to 1.25 volts, manually set the 99924, which are the first 4 settings that you get to, so literally just go 99924 and you'll be fine. And then remember to set it to 1600 megahertz and you'll be alright. Now, it was a very good performing kit. Like I said, you can go and see all the graphs and stuff on Overclocked 3D. For a 1600 megahertz kit for about 85 quid, it was kind of what we were expecting. With the 1.25 volts, I was kind of hoping that it would overclock a bit better. And I had a look about, and other people seem to be having the same kind of... basically, when I first got them, I thought they weren't a great kit. I thought I'd been sent a dud, or they weren't that brilliant. But a couple of other reviews have emerged, and they seem to have been getting literally the same kind of things that I have. With Sandy Bridge, obviously you can only have 1333, 1600, 1866, or 2133, and you haven't really got a lot of budge in between if you keep your 100 base clock and just work with the multipliers. So we've got it at 1600 stock with a 1.25 volts and then 99924. I was hoping to be able to at least get to 1866, if not 2133. Gskill have got a 2133 kit, which is 911928 at 1.65 volts. So I was kind of hoping maybe it's the same sticks and we'll be able to overclock to that and it'll be an amazing value kit. Sadly, it didn't really work out that way. Even at 1866, it just, I couldn't even, not stable, couldn't even get mine to post properly at 1866. And that was even at 1866 I tried 1.65 volts, 911.928. I even tried 10, 11, 10, 28, still couldn't get them to go. So they don't really overclock that well. You can get them down to 88822 stable. So you can make kind of changes like that and kind of reduce your cast timings, but in general they're definitely not a kit for overclockers. But this is one of the reasons why I wanted to try and make a video, because RAM's a difficult thing to show you. At the end of the day you only get to see graphs and benches and stuff like that, and it's a difficult thing to see, which is why I showed you it on the board as well. But with these, I'd almost say Sandy Bridge has kind of set it up and forget about it, because there's not really a lot that you can tweak. So the fact that you've got 99924 straight out the box, such a low volt, and they're 4GB sticks as well, it's going to be perfect for a lot of game rigs. I don't want to start going into like the bonuses of having tight timings and stuff like that, because we'll end up with a 3-hour video. But for 85 quid, 99924, 1600 megahertz, an 8GB kit, and like I said, for 85 quid they're an absolute bargain. It is a bit of a shame, I can't, because I like clocking and stuff like that, so I do feel kind of disheartened that there is no overclock potential. But for those of you out there that are going to buy it, I very much doubt whether a lot of you are actually going to be that bothered about it anyway. And the majority of people are just going to fit it and leave it, because that's pretty much what Sandy Bridge is about. You can set it to 1600 megahertz and then do all your usual multiplier overclocking, so just kicking that multiplier up to get to the clock that you want, and your RAM doesn't even get affected. So for Sandy Bridge it's absolutely perfect. So yeah, to wrap it up, I would give it, it's a weird one. We were talking about this earlier actually, me and Von Blade, and we were saying, do you think it's worth a shiny bronze or a rusty silver? It kind of like tips it there, but we decided to give it a silver award, mainly, like I said, because of that low voltage and the fact that they are 8GB kits, and 99924 4GB sticks at 1.25 volts, just that alone is quite an achievement really. If they had overclocked, to be perfectly honest, if they had overclocked, we probably would have given them another bump again, but they didn't. So, but like I said, for 85 nicker, they're an absolute billy bargain. Don't forget, this is the first time you've seen one of my videos, you can subscribe and comment underneath, and just to reiterate again, this is just a video to kind of back up the written review that's on Overclocked 3D. Sometimes I can explain stuff a little bit better face to face and with a video for a lot of people, rather than having to sit there and read through reams of text. But like I said, it's a silver award winner, maybe a bit of a rusty silver, but it's still got a silver in the end. They're very good sticks, and like I said, where they're kind of neutral and stuff, they fit under heat sinks. You're not going to get any problems with these whatsoever. So, yes, video over and done with. This is Tiny Tom Logan with the Gskill Sniper 1600mhz 8GB kit, out.